Tell you what, DeAndre Jones hit an incredible shot in the face of a 6'8" defender, and then moments later outdid himself. Tell me about the inbound play. I didn't think there was any way you could get a pass with the way Bankston was standing defensively into the front court, and you got just that as you got DeAndre streaking up the sideline. Yeah,
we just had a little rub screen by Hayden, and just enough that, and we flattened the other two guys out in the corner. I have done this before as a point guard, as far as you can go a long way in 2.2 seconds, more than you think. And I told DeAndre, I think you got 2 dribbles in you if you're on the run. And he did a nice job of setting the guy up. He faked like he was going backwards, and he just kind of rubbed off of Hayden. Thatch gave him a great pass, led him right into the shot. And I knew he got it off in time. I just wasn't sure it was going to be long enough. I was standing kind of watching the trajectory of the shot. Man, when the thing went in the net, it was a sweet feeling.
4 career highs in 5 games for DeAndre. I asked you before the game how you felt like he bounced back against Louisville. You said in watching the tape, he probably played better than his numbers would indicate, and he continues to do great things for your team.
Yeah, he's just he's a warrior. You know, he plays with a good chip on his shoulder in a positive way, and he defies what people have told him his whole life. He's too small, he's too this, he's too that, and all I know is he's too good.
Yes.
And I'm glad he's on our team, and I trust him as much as anyone we have, and I want the ball in his hands at the end of the game. And I remember a couple weeks ago we talked, and you asked who's our go-to guy. I think we know who that is.
I think that's safe. I was asking Sammy, what do you think the Bears do here, and that's exactly what he called for. And he also mentioned the 2 dribble thing, so pretty astute on his part. But second chance points, Coach, 23-10 advantage, 29-18 advantage in points off turnovers. The offensive glass work was remarkable tonight. 16 offensive rebounds. I wanted to mention specifically Jared Chatham, who I thought did a phenomenal job. All 6 of his rebounds coming on the offensive end. He had 9 points. Matthew Mondesir played phenomenally. Tanner Schmidt, I thought, did a nice job in a starting role, but a lot of guys contributed. Obviously, a lot of things had to happen for you guys to get that win.
You know, I was really proud of Jared, and I'll tell you why. Because at Louisville the other night, I got on him really hard in a timeout, and the essence of my criticism of him was, you got to believe in yourself. We believe in you. You've been here 3 years. You got to believe in yourself. And I felt like Jared, when he goes in, he tries to play safe. He tries to stay in the game and not make mistakes, and by doing that, he actually makes mistakes. And I thought tonight he just went out there and played basketball. He played on his instincts. He's, you know, long and athletic, and when he's really active around the basket is when he's good. And boy, he came up big. We really needed him tonight.
When's the last time you gave up nearly 64% shooting and won a game?
Nah, I don't remember doing that. And I think that, you know, they were hard to guard, man. Tucker is really good. I told him afterwards, I said, you're as good a player as we'll face this year, and I really sincerely mean that. He's a phenomenal player that's just gifted offensively and hard to stop.
The thing I like about him, too, is, and I don't want to sit here and heap praise on the opponent, but he plays the game the right way, Coach, because a lot of guys that have the skill set he has, they're going to put up 25 shots. I like the way he plays within the flow of the game. But anyway, it was a lot of fun to watch. I mean, it was just a fun basketball game.
Sure it was.
And we've been talking about how this needs to be a rivalry, and you got to win some games. And this is one that's going to stick with them, I'm sure, a long time. We're getting there, aren't we?
I was going to say, I would say it's a rivalry now, because I believe next year we go to once a year. And with them going to 20 games in the conference, and we're going to 20 games, and I believe it starts over here.
Okay.
So I would say that having a 2-game losing streak and 3 of the last 4 won't settle well with them. But that's what you want, man. You'd love to see this thing packed out, and then the next year the same in the Ferris Center. And I think this could be a lot of fun and a really, really good rivalry.
Well, congratulations. I know it's finals week now. You guys are going to lock in on the academics. I mean, the schedule worked out beautifully, and then you get the trip out to New Mexico. I guess you guys will leave Friday for the Sunday tip, but obviously long road stretch coming up. It'll be without school going on, which is great. But this is a great one to savor in the break time, right?
Really is, and you know, we're kind of getting our pieces back. Eddie should be back, and Tanner's getting healthy, and we hope Aaron's back before too long. And you know, everything we're doing is trying to culminate on January 2 when we tip off at Corpus. Right. And I think that we're moving in that direction. We're tougher minded than we've ever been. I think defensively, even though we gave up a pretty good shooting percentage, I thought we got stops when we needed to. Mondesir had a big steal, and when we needed it. And so I'm happy, and these guys deserve this hard-fought win tonight.
Coach, congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, I guess safe to say you like playing against Little Rock?
Yeah, it's fun.
So what did you guys talk about in the timeout before the inbound play?
We just drew up a play. I was gonna fake. Hayden was gonna send me a screen. I go long, and I got about 1 or 2 dribbles.
Did you feel like you had a good look at it? I mean, or did you even really get a chance to get a good look, or just kind of take it and let the muscle memory take over?
No, I think I actually got a really good look.
Okay.
It came a lot. Yeah, did I do it once or twice?
I think twice.
Twice.
Yeah. I just thought it was impressive the way you and Thatch were very much on the same page. It was clear Bankston was trying to defend it to not let the ball be passed up the court and make you guys pass it backwards. And yet, I guess his fake and your move obviously got you guys a clean pass too, which was as critical as anything.
Yeah, that was a perfect pass and a good screen by Hayden.
I got to ask you about the play before that. That was an impressive shot, obviously, to win it here at the end. But the 3 before, you got Bankston, 6'8", long, running out at you, and you drilled it right in his eye. What were you thinking on that play?
I mean, we were down. We needed a play, so we just had to make something happen.
Well, obviously, the beginning of the game is not going to be remembered, only the end of the game. But it was a 13-2 start. You guys were down big. They came out, and they were the aggressors early on. How did you guys flip the script a little bit?
Yeah, they were. We knew they were going to come out strong. They got a good lead on us at first, but after the timeout, we just kind of kept fighting, and got back into it.
Yeah, what does this say about this team that you guys can do that? And then when they came back and took the lead in the second half, you guys, again, had answers every time. It was back and forth all night.
Yeah, I think it shows a lot. A lot of ups. We were down, up, back and forth. Just shows a lot about this team that we're able to bring it out.
So a good one to savor, safe to say for the next week or so?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, all right. Hey, good luck on finals, and congratulations. Great win.
Thank you.